Your brain exists to protect you, but most of the time, without you realizing it, it also sits at the center of the things that make your life harder, the things you postpone, the way you talk to yourself, that sense of unease you feel, even when there seems to be no reason for it. None of these are your fault. In this video, I'll talk about how your brain plays tricks on you, why it sometimes holds you back, and how you can stop this without fighting your brain. Right now, you don't need to do anything. Just listen, because awareness is where change begins. Chapter 1. Why does your brain sabotage you? You don't need to try to understand this right now. Just listen, because your brain processes what it hears even when you're not consciously paying attention. Your brain does not work to make you happy. That sentence might feel strange at first. It might even feel uncomfortable. But your brain's main job is to keep you alive. Thousands of years ago, in a world full of danger, your brain had to treat every sound, every shadow, every uncertainty as a possible threat. And that system has barely changed since then. Today, we're no longer running from wild animals, but your brain doesn't know that. To your brain, uncertainty is danger. Making mistakes is danger. Being rejected is danger. Being alone is danger. That's why your brain tries to stop you before you take a risk, before you begin. Just as you're about to put yourself out there, your brain whispers, "What if you fail? What if you're not good enough? Now isn't the right time." That voice is not your enemy. That voice is an overactive protection system. Your brain is like an alarm. And the problem is this: that alarm keeps ringing even when there is no real danger. When you need to send an email, when you need to make a decision, when you need to take a step in your life, your brain interprets it as a life-threatening situation. And to protect you, it chooses the method it knows best. It keeps you still. At this point, most people do the same thing. They fight their brain. I should push myself. I shouldn't think like this. I need to be stronger. But the brain does not calm down under pressure. Like a frightened child, the more you push, the louder it becomes. Maybe the things you've believed about yourself until now were never really you. Maybe procrastination wasn't laziness. Fear wasn't weakness. Doubt wasn't inadequacy. They were simply signs that an old piece of software in your brain is still running. You might be noticing it now. Not every thought you have has to be true. Not every sentence your brain produces is your reality. And the moment you realize this, a battle doesn't begin. The opposite happens. Relaxation begins. Soon, you'll start to see more clearly how your brain slows you down. But there's no need to rush. Right now, the only thing you need to do is allow these words to reach you. Your brain is not trying to sabotage you. It's just trying to protect you. And in a moment, we'll look more closely at how this shapes your life. And perhaps the most interesting part is this. When your brain tries to protect you, it often does it through procrastination. Now, let's calmly explore what procrastination really is. Chapter 2. Why procrastination is not a problem. Don't try to fix anything right now. Just listen. Because when your brain feels that it is not being judged, it naturally begins to calm down. Procrastination. For many people, this word is immediately followed by others. Laziness, lack of discipline, not being good enough. But procrastination is none of these things. Procrastination is the brain's way of protecting you. The brain wants to avoid pain, and this pain is not always physical. Most of the time, it is a pain that hasn't even happened yet. Starting something carries the possibility of failure. Making a decision carries the possibility of being wrong. And the brain interprets the word possibility as danger. That's why when you need to do something, your brain offers you these suggestions. In a moment, when I'm more ready, not right now. These sentences are not meant to sabotage you. They are meant to comfort you. In the short term, they work, but in the long term, the same cycle repeats. Behind procrastination, there is often dopamine. Dopamine is the brain's feel-good chemical. The brain prefers fast relief, instant reward, low risk. That's why instead of a difficult task, it nudges you toward something easier, your phone, a video, another thought. This is not weakness. This is biology. Here's something important. Procrastination is not about who you are. Procrastination is the brain hesitating between immediate comfort and long-term peace. And the brain almost always chooses the short term. At this point, people often turn against themselves. Why am I like this? Why can't I do it? But guilt only tightens the brain even more. A tense brain procrastinates more, and the cycle continues. Maybe until now you've tried the wrong things to stop procrastinating. Maybe you pushed yourself harder, applied more pressure. But the brain does not work well under pressure. The brain moves forward when it feels safe. That's why, instead of fighting procrastination, simply noticing it is enough. My brain is trying to protect me right now. This sentence begins to change things. Because when the brain is noticed, it slows down and relaxes. You don't need to do this right now. Just know this. Procrastination is not your enemy. Procrastination is an old reflex of the brain. And in a moment, we'll listen more closely to that inner voice your brain uses. Because the brain doesn't procrastinate only through behavior. It also does it through words. Now, let's explore what your inner voice is saying and why it isn't always true. Chapter 3. What is your inner voice telling you? You don't need to focus right now. Just listen, because the inner voice appears most clearly when you are relaxed. During the day, often without you noticing, there is a voice talking inside your mind. Sometimes it is calm. Sometimes it is critical. Sometimes it stops you. And most of the time, you think this voice is you. But the inner voice is not you. The inner voice speaks using data the brain collected from the past. It often says things like, "You're not good enough. You've tried this before. Others are better than you." If these sentences feel familiar to you, that is not a coincidence. The brain considers what is familiar to be safe, and that is why it repeats the same thoughts again and again. The purpose of the inner voice is not to guide you toward what is right. Its purpose is to keep you away from the unknown. A new step is unknown. Change is unknown. And the brain does not like the unknown. That's why the inner voice tries to keep you small. You may have noticed this. The inner voice rarely asks you questions. It makes judgments. You can't do this. This is not for you. But here is the truth. None of these sentences are evidence. They are simply automatic interpretations created by the brain. Now let's make an important distinction. Just because a thought appears in your mind does not mean it is true. The brain produces thoughts constantly, just like the heart beats constantly. And just as you don't control every heartbeat, you don't have to take every thought seriously. Most people try to fight their inner voice. I shouldn't think like this. I should be more positive. But the inner voice does not become quiet under pressure. When it is ignored, it often becomes louder, like a child who wants to be heard. Maybe what you need to do is not to silence the inner voice, but to notice it. My brain is speaking right now. This sentence creates a small distance between you and the inner voice, and that distance creates relief. You don't have to believe that the inner voice always wants what's best for you, but you also don't need to believe that it has bad intentions. The inner voice is simply old, and old things don't always fit the present moment. You might be noticing something now. The inner voice is slowing down. The sentences feel less sharp, not because you accomplished something, but because your brain feels safe. Soon, we will see where the brain misleads you the most. But for now, let the inner voice speak. Don't try to fix it. Don't try to silence it. Just remember this. Your inner voice is not your truth. It is only an old echo of the brain. And perhaps the moment your inner voice becomes the loudest is when you start comparing yourself to others. Chapter 4: The Brain's Most Dangerous Sabotage. Comparison. The brain does not like to evaluate itself on its own. For the brain, everything gains meaning in relation to something else. Better, worse, ahead, behind. And this is exactly where comparison begins. Comparison is the brain's way of making sense of the world. But in the modern world, this mechanism has gone out of control. Because in the past, the brain compared itself to maybe a few dozen people. Today, it sees the best moments of thousands of people at the same time. And the brain does not know that these images are selected. The brain cannot tell the difference between this. Are you seeing a tiny fragment someone wants to show you, or their entire life? For the brain, what it sees is real. And that is why comparison often comes with this feeling, not enough. Here is the interesting part. When the brain compares you to someone above you, it does not motivate you. Instead, it perceives a threat. If they are ahead, I am not safe. And this perception pushes the brain back into protection mode. More inner voice, more stopping, more delaying. The quietest effect of comparison is this: it prevents you from seeing your own path. Because while the brain is watching someone else's speed, it forgets your direction. And over time, you stop thinking about what you want and start thinking about where you are behind. This is important to notice. The brain is not fair when it compares. It takes other people's results and compares them to your starting point. It sees other people's light and focuses on your shadow. That is why comparison is never a true measurement. Maybe many of the thoughts you believed about yourself until now were actually side effects of comparison. I am not enough. I am late. Everyone is ahead of me. These are not facts. They are decisions the brain made with incomplete information. The moment comparison exhausts you the most is the moment you don't stop to think. Those thoughts arrive automatically, and without you noticing, your body tightens, your breathing changes, your mind narrows. This is the brain's threat response. But here there is a small relief. Comparison is not your personality. Comparison is an automatic reflex of the brain, and every reflex that is noticed begins to lose its power. Maybe you can see it now. The problem is not other people moving forward. The problem is the brain using that information against you. And this is not a flaw to be fixed. This is a system that needs to be calmed. Soon, we will talk more clearly about why you don't need to fight your brain. Because real change does not begin when you force, but when you let go. In the next chapter, we will see why the brain speaks louder when you try to silence it, and how you can guide it without pressure. Chapter 5. Don't fight the brain. Calm it. One of the biggest misunderstandings about the brain is this: thinking that you need to silence it. But the brain does not exist to be silenced. The brain wants to be understood. When a thought appears, most people automatically try to stop it. I shouldn't think this. This is nonsense. Here we go again. But the brain perceives resistance as a threat, and a brain that senses threat speaks even more. The way to calm the brain is not to convince it, and it is not to force it. What calms the brain is feeling safe. Like a restless animal or a frightened child, it doesn't calm down when you shout at it, but when you stay nearby, quietly. The thoughts your brain creates do not have to begin under your control, but the way you respond to them can change over time. When a thought appears, it is enough to notice this. This is a thought. That's all. Not right, not wrong, just a thought. The brain lets go of thoughts more quickly when they are not labeled, because there is no threat, no resistance, no fight. And where there is no fight, relaxation begins. You may be noticing this now. There are still voices in your mind, but they feel farther away, less sharp, less urgent. This is not something you achieved. This is a sign that your brain is relaxing. The brain does not like to be controlled, but it is open to being guided. And guidance starts with very small things, like a breath, a pause, a feeling of, I am safe right now. For the brain, the most powerful message is this: there is no danger. And this message is not sent with words, but with the body, with slower breathing, with relaxed shoulders, with a moment that does not change. That is why the most effective way to work with the brain may be not trying to do anything at all, staying exactly as you are. Maybe until now you tried to fix yourself, to be more disciplined, more positive, stronger. But the brain perceives the word more as a burden, and a brain that feels burdened shuts down. Right here, right now, you don't need to be anything. You don't need to get anywhere. This moment is exactly as it should be. Your brain may still speak. That's not a problem. Let it speak. Like a river, let it flow. You are like someone sitting on the shore. You are not entering the river. You are just watching. Thoughts come, thoughts go, and you do not have to act on every thought that arrives. This awareness offers the brain a new experience, and new experiences open new pathways. Your brain has treated you the same way for years because it didn't learn anything else. But now, being noticed is new. Maybe you are feeling it now, a release, a softness, a sense of heaviness. This is the brain beginning to exit threat mode. When the brain calms down, it moves into creativity. Solutions appear only then, But you don't need to look for them now. They arrive on their own. As you approach sleep, what the brain loves most is predictability. The same tone of voice, the same rhythm, the same calm. So you can stay here for a while. You don't need to complete any thought. Everything unfinished is enough for now. As the brain slows down, the body follows. Your eyelids may feel heavy. Your breathing may deepen. This is natural. And if sleep comes, let it come. The brain continues to listen. Remember one last thing. Your brain is not your enemy. It has simply been working in the wrong role for a very long time. You don't need to fix it. You only need to let it rest. Your brain does not have to believe every thought it creates. What is passing through your mind right now is simply a thought. Thoughts come and they go. You don't need to believe every thought. Right now, you are safe. This moment contains no danger. Your body knows this. Your brain is beginning to notice it. You don't need to solve anything. Right now, you don't need to make any decisions. You can allow your mind to settle. Your brain is trying to protect you, and right now there is nothing that needs protection. Everything is enough, exactly as it is. You don't need to push yourself. You don't need to get anywhere. This moment is a complete moment. The voice in your mind is not your truth. It is only a habit. And habits can change, gently. Right now, everything is okay. There is no danger, no hurry, no expectation. You are allowing your brain to relax. You don't need to fix your thoughts. You can let them go. When the brain feels safe, it slows down. And right now, you are safe. You don't need to control anything. Control softens when it is released. Right now, as you are enough. You are not lacking. You are not behind. You are not wrong. Old signals from the brain do not apply to this moment. This moment is new, and this moment is calm. The brain does not need to fight. It can rest. Thoughts can flow like a river. You don't have to be inside the river. You are simply on the shore. Right now, doing nothing is safe, and the brain is learning this. Your brain does not have to believe every thought it creates. What is passing through your mind right now is simply a thought. Thoughts come and they go. You don't need to believe every thought. Right now, you are safe. This moment contains no danger. Your body knows this. Your brain is beginning to notice it. You don't need to solve anything. Right now, you don't need to make any decisions. You can allow your mind to settle. Your brain is trying to protect you, and right now there is nothing that needs protection. Everything is enough, exactly as it is. You don't need to push yourself. You don't need to get anywhere. This moment is a complete moment. The voice in your mind is not your truth. It is only a habit. And habits can change, gently. Right now, everything is okay. There is no danger, no hurry, no expectation. You are allowing your brain to relax. You don't need to fix your thoughts. You can let them go. When the brain feels safe, it slows down. And right now, you are safe. You don't need to control anything. Control softens when it is released. Right now, as you are enough. You are not lacking. You are not behind. You are not wrong. Old signals from the brain do not apply to this moment. This moment is new, and this moment is calm. The brain does not need to fight. It can rest. Thoughts can flow like a river. You don't have to be inside the river. You are simply on the shore. Right now, doing nothing is safe, and the brain is learning this. Your brain does not have to believe every thought it creates. What is passing through your mind right now is simply a thought. Thoughts come and they go. You don't need to believe every thought. Right now, you are safe. This moment contains no danger. Your body knows this. Your brain is beginning to notice it. You don't need to solve anything. Right now, you don't need to make any decisions. You can allow your mind to settle. Your brain is trying to protect you, and right now there is nothing that needs protection. Everything is enough, exactly as it is. You don't need to push yourself. You don't need to get anywhere. This moment is a complete moment. The voice in your mind is not your truth. It is only a habit. And habits can change, gently. Right now, everything is okay. There is no danger, no hurry, no expectation. You are allowing your brain to relax. You don't need to fix your thoughts. Right now, there is nothing you need to do. Your body already knows how to relax. You don't need to control your breathing. Your breath finds its own rhythm. And with every breath, your body becomes a little heavier. Thoughts may appear. This is normal. Don't try to stop them. When a thought comes, simply let it pass. Like a cloud drifting across the night sky. Your brain begins to feel that it is safe. There is no danger, no hurry, no expectation. There is only this moment. Your shoulders slowly soften. Your jaw relaxes. The muscles in your forehead let go. Your body spreads more fully into the bed, as if gravity has gently increased. If you hear a sound, you don't need to follow it. Your brain hears what it needs to hear. Sleep is not a goal. Sleep arrives on its own, and you don't need to invite it. Everything is exactly as it should be. The place you are in right now is safe. Your body knows this. Your brain knows this. As you breathe in, you are not pulling anything in. As you breathe out, you are not trying to let anything go. Everything is happening on its own. Thoughts drift away. Sounds fade into the background. and you move closer to a deeper quiet. For the brain, the most calming thing is predictability. The same tone, the same rhythm, the same calm. And this rhythm is continuing right now. If sleep comes, let it come. If it doesn't, that's okay. Your brain continues to rest. The sense of time loses its importance. How many minutes have passed doesn't matter. What matters is only this moment. And this moment is enough.